What is up, y'all? I thought that truck was going to completely rear-end me here. I'm parked on the side of the road, and it is 2:30 in the afternoon, my last day here in Central Florida fishing. I've decided that this is a perfect time to hit one of these ponds in search of some bed and fish, and I'm actually at one of the first ponds I ever learned how to bed fish at when I was real young. I'm talking, I used to ride my bike like 4 miles to this pond behind us. And I haven't fished it probably since early in high school, freshman, sophomore year type thing. I actually thought about it on my drive over here. I'm actually going to see my old house. And, you know, a neighbor that I talked to back before I was joining the Army, an Army vet, and going to talk to him before I leave here. But I thought I'd hit up this pond for a little bit, so that's what we're going to do. I'm busting out the old chest cam, collecting some baits right now, putting one rod, and just walking around with that, just that one rod. And we're probably not gonna fish. I really just want to walk. There are beds. There's bluegill all over these beds. So this pond's pretty dark. The water's real dark. So I wanted to put on a profile bait that was rather large. So I did a big old white Yamamoto lizard. That way I can actually see the bait on the bed. This water's super dark. I'm not seeing anything on these two beds though. And I'm more curious about bed fishing right now. I really don't want to sit here. So one or two things have happened here, because this is the third bed I've come across. A, I'm late on the bed fishing and someone else has beat me to it. Or B, they're already done bedding. Or C, they're bluegill beds. But if these were bluegill beds, these would be like world record bluegill, because these beds are massive. And as far as I know, there's no tilapia in this pond, none. So I'm just gonna keep flipping this white lizard on these beds and see if I can see a silhouette of a bass or a big old black shadow pop up. And I'm pretty sure these bass aren't bedding anymore, or no one's home rather. And that's 6 beds that I've seen since I've been in this pond. All right. So these fish have me re-strategizing. They're extremely skittish. So I'm rigging up my 15-pound Invisex fluorocarbon on my worm rod. I'm gonna put this little white straight tail finesse worm on. We're gonna walk back to the couple beds we saw. And these fish acting that skittish just either tells me they've been caught before and they're not playing no BS games anymore, or they're just not that on the beds. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna miss a good opportunity of them being up there. And I gotta find the Bud Light can. Yeah, right here. Okay, there's my little landmark, the old Bud Light. But they are just so dang skittish. So I really don't know how big they are. Alrighty, so these fish aren't here to play my game, and I'm not gonna take my chances trespassing. There's signs that say you can only fish so far. It's probably the people who live on the lake probably are the ones that called the city and got the stupid signs put up. But you know, to each their own, to each their own. But I'm gonna take this stuff, I'm gonna head over to another pond, and I'm hoping they're a little more aggressive. This whole little area should all be on beds. I mean, the water temp on the lake today was freaking 74 degrees. Sun is high. Big blue skies. I mean, this is a recipe for bed fishing. Juicy. So pond 1, complete bust. And it's hot, man. It's pushing 90 degrees today. It is 82 degrees. It's a banger today, guaranteed. So those 3 fish that I could see, they're just not holding tight to this bed. They're not going to be interested at all. They're not going to sit there. And like I said, they could be females or they could just be, you know, big males that have already gotten their lips ripped off by other people. We're gonna head to another pond in hopes of finding some big old tanks, mondos, janks, slobs, sloshes, toads, you name it, we're about to find them. That's gotta be fry. There's no way that's bait, all balled up like that. It's definitely fry. And that means these fish have already spawned. And then there's places like this where they've already spawned out in like October, like Halloween night, they've already did their thing. There's guys like me that show up months later like, heck yeah, where's old Brutus sitting at? Meanwhile, old Brutus is already pulled out deep again. She ain't no more. Ow. I refuse to think that these fish have already spawned out and have done their business and done with it, with the way the weather's been. Oh man. Oh, Oh, horrible view. I thought it was a complete stud. Oh my god. I hope the freaking camera is in that shot. This thing just put up the montliest fight for a little 2.5 pounder. Tripled over a freaking 7.3 heavy on the skinny dipper. That one hit it when I let it pause and let it fall. First fish of the day comes offshore on a swim bait. Might be running back to pick up the old 10-inch worms. Fish them around. Probably get so many bites doing that. Can y'all see that fish? Just cruising with all these bluegills. From across the freaking pond. God, they're so strong. They are so dang strong here. Welcome aboard. Oh, the old mile cast. Got him. Might be one of those worm bites, man. All these males, they've probably already done their thing with their girlfriends. I could probably go pick up a worm and just crack some fish all day. I don't really want it. I don't want it to be that type of video though, man. I don't want it to be a worming video. Swim baits are fun to catch fish on, cool, whatever, but like, I want to find, I want to catch a freaking jank. 2, it'd be cool to get a bed fish. I didn't get the bed fish last year. I got one day on the Butler chain. That was my one bed fishing day. The Army had me on some big projects that year. This year I really wanted to bend down and catch a ton on beds, but I mean, I've caught a couple males, but I've only caught one good one. So Connor, what was that pattern? What'd you catch them on today? Well, Frank, I was making a 1 mile long cast with a swim bait and letting it sit. Look at that, right there. This is the 2 fish I've caught. I've made a long cast and let the swim bait sit. That's what I mean. I can probably catch them all day on a worm, but. These are the strongest fish in the world. That one killed my swim bait. But tough fish for a 15, 16 incher. Made a wake like he was a man. We're gonna go to a watermelon. Like 100 of those white ones in the truck. That sucks I don't have them on me. Gotta join the old mile long club. He come all the way in and chased it. He came all the way in and chased it. God, man. They look like studs when they hit. This is a stinky fish, man. Go put some deodorant on when you get back. Oh, he's a little bigger than I thought. Oh, some big fish. Decent. Thought he was fatter, but he's not. Going nuts. Might be the biggest. No. Good looking fish. Big swing. Dark fish. Look at that stick. Bam. See ya. Ladies and gentlemen, old, new, newborns, we are down to our last swim bait. Oh, good for it. That's how you make rods work better. They're more sensitive when you bash them in the bed of your truck. Oh gosh dang. I've been exposed to 50-degree weather in Tallahassee, and then I put my butt in 90-degree weather in Orlando. I grew up down here and I'm like dead. It's ridiculous. Stop being so weak. All right, I will say that was fun. Three things. Ran out of baits, ran out of time on the memory card. I had to put a new one in, which was here in the truck, and no big fish. Biggest one probably 2.5 pounds. But you know what? It's fun, especially when you can wax them on swim baits like that. That's what I was talking about in the very beginning when we got there. I didn't want it to be a worming video. I wasn't gonna walk all the way back. We probably could have caught 100 fish on worms, just slowing down. But I mean, I wanted it to be a cool swim bait video where you know, see the fish coming and eating a moving bait. It's more fun than throwing a worm and having to edit out 99 hours of me picking up a rod tip and slowly working a worm. That stuff gets boring. No monsters. We're gonna go to this last lake and a last ditch effort to put a fish in. We've got one 10-inch worm and a couple Senkos, so hopefully we can make it happen. Oh man, it's a tilapia. I saw that thing from across the dang bank. I thought it was a bass. 6-pound tilapia sitting on it. Oh, we got a monster on though. I might have a 10-pounder on, y'all. In the water for this one. It's a 10-pound fish, y'all. No, 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 no. Stay pinned, please. 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 Come on, please. Don't come off right there. Oh my God, he came off right at the freaking shore. Oh. Holy crap. Oh my God, he came off right at the freaking shore. Oh. You saw it come off right at the shore. You saw that? You saw? No. Man, I'm shaking. The hook popped off right at the shoreline. I got a little camera I filmed for YouTube. I'm not going to put you on it, don't worry. Just so you know. So it's funny. I've never, it's a little worm, a little 10-inch worm. Shaking. I've never caught him that big here. That's a freaking stud. Can you take a picture of me real quick? Well, that's a stud right there. Oh, that was probably 7-8 pounds. I wish I had a scale, but I don't. There he goes. Jesus. That for sure had me by surprise. Yeah, there's tilapia in here too. There you go. Yeah, get on out here with. It's just a little ribbon tail worm. This is a big one, but this is my only one. I was hoping to fish the whole line, but I don't think it's gonna hold up the whole time. We'll see. That was nuts. There's nothing but grass and lily pads out here, and I flipped out there, staring at the tilapia, and I feel something destroy my worm. It's that freaking 8-pounder, man. Came off at the shoreline. I was able to grab him before he flopped away. Man, I would have been pissed if he flopped away. That was a good one. Little one. That's usually like the size that I catch. Or like this little dude. There's like 100 of them like this in here, but. Yes, sir. What's your first name again? All right, mine's Connor. I'm sure we'll see you around again. I live up in Tallahassee. I'm back and forth, so it's good seeing you. We'll be around. Man, a complete stud. There's so much bait in this pond, man. It's another one I haven't fished in a couple of years, but is that a bass or a tilapia? It's a tilapia. Oh, man. Cinco it is. Oh, knock. Another tank, another tank. Oh, he come off. Man, I gotta let him eat it more. That was a 6+. That was a 6-pounder right over here. That sucks, man. That was a good fish. I always lose. I always lose a good one. I mean, let's be real. Little. Dude, I'm hitting into every fish like they're Montley. It's my word of the day. Montley. Oh, that's a Montley crew y'all got. Well, that will do our day, ladies and gents. Walk of shame back. I knew I was gonna break off. Man. See, now I'm heartbroken, but it be that way sometimes. It's the way it is. Lost one smoking big fish, caught one. I'll take it. What is up, y'all? Hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a real good time. I told y'all I was gonna run into some big fish sooner or later. So I actually went around those ponds, had a really good time up there, and like I said before, I could have sat there on those ponds and caught fish after fish after fish after fish on those 10-inch worms. I really enjoy swim bait bites. One of my favorite things coming from Florida, fishing, you know, heavy cover, sporadic grass, lily pads, whatever it might be. Throwing that swim bait rigged up on that big hook like that, some heavy braid and a thick heavy action rod. It's really fun to rip those fish out with that loose speed spool. So it's actually Bassmaster Classic weekend. I've gone from Central Florida to North Florida. Now we're in Tennessee, Bassmaster Classic. So we're pretty excited for everything to happen, how everything goes down. Just wanted to get a final little send off here at the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Come right back here, check out some more videos here on the Bass Sawyer channel. Check me out ripping some big old fish out of these ponds and these local lakes around here with some of these lose reels and these lose rods. Hit that thumbs up, and again, be sure to subscribe for more content. See you all right back here on the Bass Sawyer channel. Till then, get out there, stay safe, catch some big fish. We'll see y'all.